I'm going to show you how we can use the Wheels on the Bus theme to teach children how to say some words, and we're going to start with some words that they are really familiar with the lyrics of the song. So I know that there are a lot of kiddos out there who are really into Wheels on the Bus songs, so that's why I kind of created this one. So what we're going to do is put this in front of the child, and also on the table a board that's kind of similar. So we're going to put on a music video, something that you like, maybe on YouTube, like Wheels on the Bus. It could be any version. I like the Cocomelon version. So you'd want to get a bunch of pictures ready. I laminate mine, and you kind of want to match the pictures from what the video is showing, or you could do the same thing with a book if you don't want to use a screen, or depending on the child, that might be more responsive to a book versus the screen, or you could do both. So I'll start by showing you how to use the one with the video, and I'll just pretend that I'm playing the video, and it starts saying the wheels on the bus go round and round, and you start doing the motions and everything with the child, and then you stop, you pause, then you show them the wheels, and you might say, okay, let's find the wheels, and then you find it from the array on the table. You find the wheels. They might find it for you, but if they don't, you just demonstrate by doing it for them. Eventually, they'll start doing it on their own. You put it on a look-at strip next to the child, and as you're pointing with the child, you do look at, and then you can do an expectant pause and have them finish a sentence with the word, but if they don't say anything, then you just say wheels. Look at wheels. You might repeat it a second time, and then put it down and say, okay, let's see if we can find the match. And we'll have the array of, I have only 5 of these little pieces that go with this, but eventually I'll probably get 10 of them. So then we'll say, okay, let's find the wheels. If they find these, let's put them on the bus, and then they'll put them on the bus. And then we'll say, okay, now let's put the sticker. We're going to call these stickers because they stick on. Let's stick it on the board, and they'll stick it anywhere, and they just have fun doing that. And then you move on, you press play, and you go on to the next verse, and say everything, is here for the sequence of the music video. We have the door goes open and shut, and we have the wipers and the blinkers, and you could do the motions with it. So we have the picture that matches each of those little felt pieces, and they're going to do matching. They're going to do a lot of shared attention with you. Also, it gets them to reference. They're looking at the screen, they're looking at the pictures, they're looking at the felt pieces. So it's a lot of back and forth and using a lot of verbal working memory as well. And also there's a lot of multimodal sensory type of stimuli here. They get to feel this, squish it, and they hear the music. They get to feel the different textures and hear the different noise with the Velcro. There's a lot going on here. So another thing that I wanted to say too is if there are more that you can do with the child, depending on what they can handle at their level, I like to start doing a paragraph, and I learned this from Kelly Vest. She's an amazing speech pathologist researcher, and she has a podcast too. I absolutely love her. So this is where I got the idea from, creating a paragraph before each trial, in between each verse, have them read with you. Eventually, like over time, they're doing this every time they have a session with you. They might practice it at home as well. So it becomes routine for them and comes really easy, and eventually they'll start using these temporal words, and maybe not speaking in paragraph levels spontaneously, but it'll get them to start using more sentences or complex sentences a lot faster than if you didn't use something like this. So it says, first, find the match. We'll say, how do we play the game again? And then we read together. First, find the match. Next, put the felt piece on the bus. Then, stick the sticker on the board, and you might demonstrate while you're doing it. Lastly, check the checklist, because this is how we play the game. And what they're going to do is start finishing off the sentences for you, because it becomes so routine. and you could just give expectant pauses wherever you want. And when they're done with the two first they match and then they put on, then you could go to the checklist, whatever the checklist is. This one is for the book, and this one is for the video that I have, the YouTube video that I like to use. And then use a dry erase marker, because this is laminated, and have them check it off. So they're using that modality